Welcome back, Serious Graves here, and this is part 2 of It Could Happen to You. God, why can't I ever remember? We don't seem to be leaving the city. He was bringing you to a part of the city that you were unfamiliar with. The driver noticed your intention to talk. I was told not to talk to you. What the hell do you want? Where are we going? It seemed as if he was to speak, then he looked away and ignored you. Leave me go, I beg you. Shut up, I can't talk to you. He said several times that I shouldn't talk to you under any circumstances. You're not going to trick me into doing that. Not when I have so much at stake. A few minutes passed, and the car slowed down. Get out. We have arrived. The taxi left you in front of a strange shop located in the middle of nowhere. That's it. I've done my part. He told me to bring you here so he could speak with you. Now you tell him to stop messing with my little kid, okay? He's bothering your kid? How is he bothering him? The driver remained silent for a second, wondering about something disturbing. Then his face turned grim. Forget about it. I should have not said anything. Before you could say anything, the taxi ran away fast, as if it was trying to escape from an unfathomable shadow chasing it. And soon enough, it disappeared in the horizon. In front of you, there was a strange shop. They sold tarot cards, crystals, candles, incense, all sorts of esoteric stuff. The banner promoted their fortune-telling services and promised they could dispel curses and grant good luck through rituals. You thought, not really, let's go. I'm interested in mystic things. Of course you are, but the stuff promoted at that shop seemed cheap and low quality, not the kind of place that you would ever consider visiting. There was no one around, and nothing was forcing you to be here. So you thought that maybe the most reasonable course of action would be leave. See what happens if I do. Whatever's going on in here, I don't want to be a part of it. I'm out. You walked away from that place through the streets that you didn't recognize. Because you were unfamiliar with the environment, you took random turns from time to time, till eventually you reached a street that you recognized. No way, I'm back here? Guess we'll go inside. You wondered if you should walk in or not. As you moved towards the door, a strange-looking woman stepped out. She was very pale. Her clothing was weird, and you couldn't determine her age. Ah, you're finally here. To be honest, I had some doubts if you would be coming at all. But here you are. You look exactly as he described you. And you come at the exact time that he predicted, accurate to the minute. He never ceases to amaze me. Who are you talking about? Oh, sorry, I thought for a minute that you were friends with him. It's an acquaintance of mine. He wants to talk with you about something. He hasn't arrived yet, but he will come in shortly. But let's not stood here outside. Who knows who could be watching. Come in. It'll be better if we wait for him inside. You didn't feel any danger, so you followed her. There were very few sources of light inside. You seated in one of the only 2 chairs in the room in front of a strange round table. A few minutes later, you started to feel dizzy. It was hard to breathe because of the strong smell of incense. I hope the person I'm supposed to meet here doesn't make me wait for too long. There were hundreds of trinkets and talismans chaotically distributed all around the walls, although you couldn't appreciate the details since the room was almost pitch black. You then focused your okay. You then focused your attention in the table in front of you. There was a crystal ball on it. Few uncomfortable seconds happened in complete silence. Man, I'm an idiot. Then the woman sat in front of you. Hold on, I have to... Alright, sorry everybody. My dentist just called. I finally get to go in tomorrow. Okay. You decided to break the silence. Actually, I need to go. Oh, can you tell me what's going on? That's what I should ask. Be patient. He told me he would get here shortly. Once he's here, all your questions will be solved. While we wait, I can read your future, though, through tarot cards. Well, if you insist, I won't spend money on this. Oh, don't worry. I won't charge you anything this time, at least. Let's see. I need this. The woman closed her eyes and shuffled the cards in a strange way, mumbling something to herself. Oh, you hair, stay out of my face. Okay. Next, she opened the eyes and moved the extended deck towards you. The only thing you could see was the back of the cards. They all looked the same. Pick one, if you please. You touched one of the cards. She then flipped it. The Fool, and it's reversed. Not a good omen, this one. Like a kid dancing near the precipice, the fool doesn't see how dangerous of a position he finds himself in. Great. I wonder what sort of unknown forces has this fool enchained to be in such tribulations. Could you pick another card? You randomly pointed another card from the few that she was showing to you. She nodded, raising slightly an eyebrow. Ah, good one, the Lovers. It represents relationships and choices. Perhaps a decision that you've already taken, or one that you'll have to take. Just remember that all decisions demand sacrifice. Don't choose lightly. Could you pick another card, please? You pointed a card far away from the last one. The Tower, an interesting card. Like the Tower of Babel of the old myth, mankind tries to reach the heavens, and they are punished. An omen of destruction that we brought unto ourselves by stepping into the forbidden. I must admit this is being most interesting. It's been a while since I saw a combination of cards like these. Another one? The one card in particular piqued your attention. You pointed towards it. Oh God. A tense atmosphere suddenly invaded the room. Don't worry. As macabre as it may look, the card of death doesn't mean what most people would think. It means that something is coming to an end. Something ends and a new thing begins. These damned tarotists always need to find a double meaning on absolutely everything. But we both know what does death really mean for you, don't we? What the hell are you? You can call me Mr. Green, but what I am is not really that important. What is important is that I've information for you. And excuse me for being late. It takes her some time to pick the phone when I call. You can call me Mr. Green. How did you know about those men? Well, obviously, because I am God. Otherwise, how would I know everything before it happened and arranged it all so you came here? Or maybe I'm just on a very high place, like someone cleaning the windows of a skyscraper. And from where I am, I can see a bit more than those that walk on the street. Those who attacked me are like you? Not like me. Not at all. But I know them well, who they are and what they want. But you wouldn't be able to understand their motivations even if I told you. Who are your platelets? What do they want? To heal an open wound, contain an infection? Or more appropriately, they are at home, enjoying the breeze coming from an open window, but they don't want disgusting flies getting into their house. But enough with the inconsequential chit-chat. There's no need to be timid here. Just ask me the question you've been dying to ask. How do I stop this? To them, you're a bug that came through a window and they're trying to smash. They won't stop. Like you would do with a disgusting cockroach. If you find one at home, you wouldn't stop trying to kill it. Not unless it leaves on its own. Do you want to stop it? Then need to walk out of the forbidden place you've gotten yourself into. But not through the same window you entered last time. They shut that one down. Luckily for you, they've just opened another window right now. You need to go there, walk out, and close it behind you. Not hard. Where is that new window? You didn't even blink before answering. Truly remarkable. I've arranged your trip already. Just walk out of this place. That was interesting. And then he was gone. It felt like an instant to you, but your body felt tired, as if it had been hours. You looked around, but couldn't find, not found, the woman that was there with you. The room was almost pitch black, but you could distinguish a myriad of strange trinkets in the walls. There were no trace of the woman you were talking to a few seconds ago, though. So let's leave. You walked out of the shop. As soon as you stepped out, the taxi arrived.
What did you told him?
God, bad grammar all the way around.
I should have never trusted you.
What are you talking about?
Oh, now you're going to play innocent? Do you even know how long I've been trying to keep that thing away from my family? I was so close to end this nightmare once and for all, and now because of you, I'm back to the beginning.
He remained silent for a second, then, his rage now depleted, transforming into sorrowness.
And here I am, screaming at you. It seems that still I've learned my lesson. Just get in the damned car and let's get done with it.
Where are we going?
Doesn't matter. We go where he has told me to bring you. End of story. The only thing you get to choose is if we do it the easy or the hard way.
Okay. Get in the car. You got in the back seat. Willing or not, you were on your way to somewhere. Hours passed while the car drove away from the city, through a seemingly endless, monotonous road. Finally, the exhaustion of the past few days caught up with your body and you felt very, very tired. So you closed your eyes and quickly fell asleep. Who knows how much time. And then... Ah! The car suddenly swerves, almost made it go out of the road. Luckily, the driver quickly corrected the course.
Did you see that?
See what exactly?
I swear to God, there was a big winged thing in the sky, flying our way. It freaked me out.
The driver shook his head.
It must have been my imagination.
The driver kept glancing nervously in the rearview mirror. He was sweating profusely.
What do you want now?
Tell me more about what you saw.
I don't know. It was like a huge blackbird with big wings. Tried to leave it behind, but no matter how I accelerated, the thing was always at the same distance from us, as if it was a sticker in the mirror. Look, I'm just not in the mood to talk to you, and even if I was, this is not the right moment. I need to focus on the road in case the wing thing appears again.
The car was passing near a small coast town that you hadn't seen before. A bit away from the urbanized area, there was a big lighthouse illuminating the sea. Yep, right there. Then the taxi took a turn towards it.
We've arrived. Now get the hell out of my car.
That was the main plaza of the town, located more or less in the center of it. Buildings were old and some had not been taken proper care of, which caused a depressing mood. It was late night, and it was freezing, so it wasn't surprising that there was no one in the streets. The driver grunted when realizing you wanted to talk.
I should known you wouldn't just walk out. What the hell do you want now?
What am I supposed to do here?
You're asking the wrong man. I have no idea.
Excuse me.
I guess he'll tell you one way or another, or maybe not. And he just wants you to get stranded here. I couldn't care less.
But if I was you, I would try to find a place to stay for the night. I answered your damn questions, so could you please leave now? Sure. And as expected, the taxi left right away as soon as you stepped out of it. You felt a mixture of anger and sorrow coming from the driver as he drove away. And there you were, in a strange town in the middle of nowhere, a situation that felt eerily familiar. It's freezing out here. What should I do now? Well, let's look first. That was the main plaza of the town, located more or less in the center of it. The buildings were old and some had not been taken proper care of, which caused a depressing mood. It was a late night and it was freezing, so it wasn't surprising there was no one on the streets. I already said that. Maybe one of the villagers can help me. You chose a random door and knocked. And I looked at you through a small hole in the door. Leah, is that you? Well, wait, you're not her. What do you want? I'm lost. Can you help me? So sorry, but my dad told me not to open to any strangers. Are you like a kid or an adult? Head to the hotel if you need a place to stay. Now go away. Well, that wasn't very helpful. You headed towards the hotel. The place had definitely seen better times, but you welcomed having a refuge from the cold. As you walked in, the clerk made you a signal, asked you to wait while she attended to the phone. Pleasant Hotel. Hello? Yes? Uh-huh. A room for a single person, right? That won't be a problem. You'll be paying all in advance. Understood. Okay, I see the money just arrived. That was fast. And when should we expect the guest to arrive? Ah, I see. I'll prepare everything right away then. Thank you for calling us. Bye. Hello, come in, please. I wasn't expecting you to come so soon. Your room is ready, of course. It's the first door right after that one. You were waiting for me? Well, of course. I just spoke with your boss, Mr. Green. Based on what he said, I understand you'll be staying with us for some time. He asked me to tell you that he already paid in advance, so no need for you to worry about that. And that you should focus exclusively on your task of finding the window. I wonder what he meant with that. There are all sorts of windows in this town. Anyway, your room is ready. Let me know if you need anything else. The hotel was old and had some better days for sure, but it didn't look too bad despite its age. It was a small building, so you assumed there wouldn't be more than 5 or 6 rooms in total. And looking at the barely filled guest list, most of them were currently empty. I could have talked to her more, though. The room was small and the furniture was very old. It definitely was not looking comfortable. But by that point, you were so tired that you'd have slept on top of a block of cement. How is it possible? I was sleeping all the way here in the car. Your room was a small chamber in the upper floor. It wasn't in the best shape, and the furniture had been around this world for longer than you. There was a candle burning in the corner, failing to disguise the smell of moisture coming from the walls. Should I go to sleep? No. You were feeling very sleepy, but somehow forced yourself to remain awake. Yes, let's sleep. Otherwise, we'll just keep doing that. The bed was surprisingly comfortable, all things considered, or perhaps it was just that you were really tired. In any case, it didn't take long before you fell completely asleep. Peaceful. When you woke up, you heard some steps quickly running away on the other side of your door. I wonder who that was. Your room was a small chamber in the upper floor. Oh, it's the same thing. You had just woke up and didn't feel like sleeping just yet. Alright, let's go see who was at the door. As you entered the lobby, you noticed that the clerk was focused reading something. It took her a minute to realize you were standing in front of her. Did you know that one of the journalists of this magazine is staying in this hotel? I hope his articles bring more visitors. Is there something you'd like to know more about? If you want information about anything, don't hesitate to ask. Are there any guests staying here? Not really. We don't get many visitors. especially not in this time of the year. So most of them are just people that spends a single night here while they travel somewhere else. Right now, there's just another guest staying for a longer period, some kind of journalist as far as I know. He said he was researching a story here, but I don't know any details. Maybe tomorrow you can ask him. You look like you've a lot of questions. If you want information about anything, don't hesitate to ask. What can you tell me about this town? Sadly, this is not a very touristic town. We get very few visitors. Other than the plaza, you may want to check out the lighthouse. It's a bit far, but the rest of the village, but the sights from there are beautiful. You can't enter inside, though. The town council decided to lock it because the youngsters kept breaking in to kiss and smoke. You look like you've a lot of questions. If you want information about anything, don't hesitate to ask. Have there been any strange events recently? I don't like talking about that because it brings bad luck, but, well, I guess if it's okay, if it's during daytime. You know, there's something going on in this village, something evil. It all started a few months ago. At first, it was just rumors of strange lights in the sky. We all thought it was some kids playing pranks, or folks getting spooked by their own shadows, you know. But soon some folks claimed that they saw weird figures looking around their houses at night. And in the morning, they would find their dogs and cattle dead by the dozens. These days, only the fishermen dare to go out at night because it's either that or not making any money. Nobody knows why all this is happening. But it all started when that damn brat came back. Who are you talking about? I mean Jorge Santos, the son of a fisherman that lives in the plaza. You see, that fisherman started to drink a lot when fish around this area became scarce. He and his wife would scream at each other every day. We had to call the police a couple of times. Till one night, the woman took his son and ran away. We never knew where they went. That was like 5 or 6 years ago. It was all a forgotten story. And then the boy just reappeared one day. His father insists it's all normal, but I know it's not. I was there when he came back, and I swear he acted like he wasn't even aware that he had been away. The lady took a deep breath and then smiled back at you, trying to forget about the topic. Anyway, you must be busy. I won't take any more of your time with the town gossip. Okay, that's then. Although the sun wasn't shining strongly, it was warm enough to be on the street comfortably. A few old folks walking by looked at you with curiosity. It was clear they weren't used to strangers. Okay. I already read that twice. You took a small walk around the town until you were familiar enough with its main locations. I want to go here. It took a bit of time walking, but you made it to the lighthouse. It was completely deserted. The lighthouse was undoubtedly quite old, but it was in a decent shape. Some parts seemed more recent than others, so you assumed it had been taken good care of. There was a big reef nearby, which was clearly visible in daylight, but possibly not during the night. Interestingly, the locks in the door were rusty, and there were spider webs on the frame, pointing out that it hadn't been opened for quite a while. So I guess the lighting system is controlled remotely? The door was locked and you couldn't open it, no matter how hard you tried to. It took you almost an hour to walk back to the plaza. When you did, you noticed there was a small crowd watching a heated exchange. I'm telling you for the last time, leave my kid
Alone. We don't want to speak to you, you damn journalist.
But Mr. Santos, people needs to know this story. You can't just act as if nothing happened. What if they could help to find others? Dad, please, just let it go.
Not now, Jorge. Go back inside. He is just looking to make money by selling made-up garbage to some weirdos. I won't allow my kid to be involved in all that stuff, you hear? We are decent, hard-working people.
Just want to know more about what happened to him.
You want to know what happened? His mother and I had an argument, they left, and now he's back. That's the whole fucking story. Now scram, or I swear to God it'll be your face in the newspaper, in the obituaries. People quickly dispersed after the argument was over. That damned hillbilly. Oh, sorry. I didn't saw you. You talk wrong. Hopefully we didn't disturb you with our heated discussion. I'm Thomas Jackson, reporter from the Fortean Report. I arrived to the town about a month ago, and yet I hadn't seen your face before. Are you visiting too? What brought you to this forgotten place? I'm researching something as well. You don't look like a scientist. Are you a fellow journalist? A look of suspicion crossed the man's face as he stared at you, his eyes fixed on yours for a few seconds. I know many colleagues, and I'm pretty sure I've not seen your face before. But I've seen faces similar to yours. You've been contacted, am I right? Something told you to come to this place? Yes, how do you know? I've heard about other people in your situation. I've even met a couple, even enough to recognize that something is going on with you. That white part of your eyes has a strange yellowish tone, and your skin looks pale and dehydrated. There's signs of strong anemia, but doctors won't be able to find the exact cause. It's the strain of being in touch with whatever has taken interest in you, slowly exhausting your body. Perhaps if you could explain me a bit more about what happened to you, I could help you. He took a few minutes to explain recent events to the reporter. At first, you were reluctant to give details, fearing that he would think you were crazy. But, disturbingly, he didn't seem surprised at all by your story, as if he had heard that story many times before. Sadly, I can only help you by sharing what I've learned from other situations similar to yours. People witness something abnormal, and then they report about strange men in black that appear to harass them. Then they vanish. In some cases, even people close to the witnesses end up disappearing if they get too involved. Other accounts mention that being reached out by something, some sort of entity, that is called Mr. Green. They go by many names. Whatever they are, they seem to choose appearing under a different mask every time. Some witnesses say they've talked with an angel. Others are visited by extraterrestrials. Sometimes they even take the shape of ghosts or strange government agents. Many witnesses tend to be given some sort of revelation, like a prediction about something important that will happen. In other cases, they were given a task, and once completed, a few of them went back to their regular life. But let me warn you, most of these stories don't have a happy ending. Well, I shall return to reviewing the notes for my upcoming article, but before you go, can I ask you a favor? As you see, I've been trying to interview that boy, but his father thinks I'm some sort of con man and won't let me get near him. You see, that boy and his mother ran from home 5 years ago, and just a few months ago he just came back without any explanation, and apparently not having aged a single day. That's the day when strange things started to happen in this town. I believe that his testimony can hold the key to unravel what is going on in this town. Perhaps you are luckier than me at dodging the boy's father. You're able to talk with him. Could you ask him what happened on the night that he and his mother left? And why he decided to come back just now? That information would be really valuable for my article and for some people that I care about. That was the house of the man that you saw arguing with the reporter. You knocked at the door. That's enough. I told you to never come near my son. Sorry. I thought you were someone else. You're that tourist visiting the town, right? The hotel lady told me about it this morning. I'm Samuel Santos. I'm one of the local fishermen. So how can I help you? Anything interesting about this town? Why the hell are you asking me that? I'm not a guide. Sorry. We don't have any more tourists, and I don't want people saying that I was rude to the first one in months. If you want to know more about this town, you should ask the lady that runs the hotel. Now you'll have to excuse me. I work at night and should be sleeping right now. Damn it. Can I... Oh, it's you again. Be quick, please. I need to go to sleep soon. So how can I help you? Can I talk with your son? Huh? Why would you? Hold on a minute. You aren't one of those wackos obsessed with UFOs like that journalist, right? I don't know. Wait, I just want to understand what's going on here. Ah, I knew you were working with that man. Since the moment I first put my eyes on you. Ever since my boy came back, you keep harassing us. Why can't you just leave us in peace? I've been given a second chance, and you damn fools will not ruin it. Fuck. Well, that was useless. But what if I come back when he's not here? Maybe I should go to my room to sleep and try again at night. Good idea. Let's ask her some questions. Anyway, if you want information about anything, don't hesitate to ask. Let's see. Oh, nope. Let's see. Let's go in our room. And go to sleep. The sun is still up. Should I sleep some hours? Well, I can't do anything else. So yeah. You weren't feeling tired at first, but once you laid flat in the bed, you instantly fell asleep. Ooh, spooky. Your dream was interrupted by an unfamiliar, disgusting scent in the air, whose source you couldn't identify. A few minutes after, the smell was gone. What kind of smell? The hotel lady looked at you, quite concerned. Listen, I don't want to scare you or anything, but it's best to stay close to the hotel at night. There have been all sorts of rumors lately. Trust me, you don't want to be caught there alone. Well, I don't care, lady. I'm leaving. And then we're going... Oh shit, I didn't want to go to the lighthouse. Let's go back here. I need to go here. And I looked at you through a small hole in the door. I saw you earlier, talking with the journalist. Are you working with him? No, I'm not. Don't be afraid. You don't have to worry. My dad isn't here right now. The boy looked around cautiously, making sure that there was no one watching nearby. My father should be out fishing all night, but it's better if we talk inside. He has many friends, and people here like to gossip. I'll be in big trouble if he learns that I was talking with a stranger.
Here, there's no risk of someone seeing us and telling my dad. But we shouldn't take too long, though. Some nights he doesn't find any fish and comes back earlier, and often he's drunk and pissed off. Let's see. Tell me about the night you ran away. I came back at dusk after having taken a walk with my girlfriend, Leah. My parents were arguing in the kitchen again like every other night. Since the lighthouse construction finished, my father barely earned any money fishing, and he drank every little bit he made. So I went straight to my room, put some loud music on the headset, and tried to focus on my homework. Then I heard a loud crash and a scream. It was my mom. I came out of my room and found her lying on the ground, covering her face. She was bleeding. I didn't know what to do, so I just stood there, frozen in fear. I was too scared to move. My dad didn't even look at me. He just walked out of the house without saying a word. He had always had a very bad temper, but I never thought he would hit my mom. Well, then I helped her clean the wound and get stitches. She was silent the whole time. But after we were done, she told me that we had to leave immediately. I asked her what should I pack, but she told me that there wasn't time for that. We would send someone later. So my mom and I took the car and drove out of town. It was late night by that point, but it was full moon, so I could see the sky clearly. That's when we saw the winged man. It was coming from the lighthouse, looking like a huge black bird of some kind. Oh really, like the one following my taxi? We panicked as it approached us real fast. My mom tried to accelerate to leave whatever that thing was behind, but it just kept getting closer and closer. I'm not sure what happened next. I remember my mother screaming, and before I could realize what was going on, the car was upside down. The boy tried his best to contain his fears. Excuse me, this is very painful memory. What happened next is that the thing landed in front of us. A pitch-black, human-like body with huge featherless rings. It had no head coming out of the torso. And two red eyes shining where the neck should have been. That's creepy. That creature looked at us, and I knew in that instant that I was about to die. I tried to reach out to my mom, just to hold her hand before dying, but I couldn't find her. Instead, I accidentally triggered the lights of the car. That startled the monster and moved its arms to cover its red eyes. I guess I passed out at that point. When I woke up, I was in the doctor's office. My dad was there too. No signs of my mom. That was just about a month ago. They disregarded my story, said that those were false memories I had created because of the trauma. They also explained to me that it had been 5 years since my mom and I left. At first I couldn't believe it, but it is the truth. That night, the monster, the car accident, that all happened 5 years ago. I can't recall anything about the time that I was missing. I don't even know where to find my mom. Hell, I had the same clothing I was wearing that night, and I looked the same exact age I had. It's like that time never passed at all. What do you think? It's a crazy story, isn't it? There might be some truth to it. You think so? Then you're more open-minded than me. If someone told me that tale, I would think that he's insane. You know what I really think? I think this is all a punishment because I did nothing when I saw my father hit my mom. I should have done something, but I just stood there, paralyzed like an idiot. This is God punishing me. Don't think like that. You were just a kid. I keep telling that to myself. I hope I can see my mom again one day. I miss her very much. If I ever do find her, I won't let her down again. Anyway, you should be going before my father comes back. Hope you found some value in what I told you, even though I can't imagine how it could be any help. Can I ask you something in return? Sure. My girlfriend Leah, ex-girlfriend now, She studies abroad now, but she came back to visit her parents a few days ago. Tried to talk to her, but she freaked out. Her parents warned me they'd call the police if they ever saw me around their place. If you see her, could you pass her a message from me? Sure, what do you want me to tell her? Tell her that I'm sorry and I left without saying goodbye. Well, I think we're done here. Thanks for listening to my story. You know, maybe the town's doctor can give you more information than me. He was with my dad when they found me. You should speak with him. Poor kid. He's going through a lot. Maybe I shouldn't leave him in this house. I should call the Child Protection Services. Thank you. You are very kind, but I'm no kid anymore, and I can take care of myself. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but I feel I can trust you. In a few days, I'll be 18 years old. That day, I'll be leaving this place in search of my mother. I know she's out there somewhere. Now, you really need to leave. We've talked for a lot, and my dad could be back at any moment. His story was outlandish, but he seemed to believe it, every single word of it. Maybe I should do as he suggested and ask some questions to the town's doctor. But it's nighttime, so I should go back to the hotel first. No new questions. Sleep until tomorrow. While waiting to fall asleep, you heard voices coming from the walls, whispering your name. But after an hour or so, the voices vanished. Perhaps it was all just a dream. When you woke up, you heard some steps quickly running away on the other side of your door. Again? I wonder who that was. Still say the same thing? Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's go. Good morning. I hope you slept well. See ya. I wonder if this is how I get to the doctor? Yes, doctor. The entrance to the doctor's office was a bleak and desolate place near a group of houses. Despite it being the only place to get medical attention in town, there seemed to be no patients waiting. It was a small house which served both as doctor's office and home, the only place to get medical attention in the town. The label next to the door said, Steve Sanchez, MD. It was open, but it didn't seem to be anyone waiting to get attended. Well, let's go inside. There was no one in the waiting room, so you headed directly to the doctor's office. The room where the doctor's main office was located had clearly been originally intended as a garage. As you stepped in, the doctor such bad grammar. The doctor met you with a cold, disinterested glance. You're not one of my patients. What are you doing here? Ah, you must be that tourist that I've heard about. Well, in that case, it's fine. Usually, I wouldn't offer my services to an outsider, at least not without charging a huge premium. But the mayor insisted that I should, to see if we can attract more visitors, he said. Summarizing, let me know if you need my help. Let's see. The Doctor's main office was a room that was originally designed as a garage or storage room. There were myriad of instruments and medicine canisters, randomly distributed around, leaving just enough space for him and a patient. He felt dizzy from the strong smell of ammonia and cheap disinfectant that impregnated the whole place. What can we ask you? I was wondering when you dared to talk instead of just staring at me. So how can I help you? I've heard about strange events going on. Seriously, that's your question? I guess that sort of gossip scares city folks. Look, there's nothing to worry about. In towns like this one, where nothing ever happens, people enjoy making up ghost stories to make their lives feel less boring than they really are. I've heard all sorts of rumors about things lurking at night, but that's nothing more than maybe some wild animals looking for food. There's nothing supernatural going on, period. Now, if you don't need anything else, could you please leave? I'm not done talking to you. He looked at you as if every second you spent there was some sort of personal affront. Wanted to ask you about the boy that came back. The boy? I don't know what you're talking about. I just remembered about an important call that I need to do right now, so I need you to leave immediately. Well, fuck you too. Is there anything over here? I mean, it's still locked, right? Yep. Okay. You still seem to be carrying on an unsettling atmosphere with you, friend. So, did you have any luck talking with the boy? You meticulously recounted the boy's explanation, word for word. So he said he saw the dark angel? That means... The reporter paused his speech abruptly, as if he had suddenly grasped that he might have said too much. That's incredible material for my article. Thank you so much, stranger. If you're still willing to help, maybe you could approach the doctor, as the kid suggested. I'll do it myself, but he kicked me out. I can't. Indeed, this town people get uneasy when someone starts poking around with questions. So will you help me? I'll say yes, but I already did. I'm gonna go back. See if he'll say anything to me and then go back and talk to that dude again. I hope he don't slap me in the face. Please be quick with whatever you need from me. I have other things to do today. Yeah, you look so busy. He looked at you as if every second you spent there was some sort of personal affront. Okay. Doctor, I'm not feeling well. Aha! Could you describe the symptoms you are experiencing? Yeah, I feel very weak. Could it be anemia? Well, you do have some signs of anemia. Wait here while I get some vitamins for you. You saw the doctor leave the room and go somewhere upstairs. Okay. You listened as the doctor rummaged through the drawers of various cabinets in other parts of the houses. A moment later, the doctor came in carrying something.
I knew I had a pack of pills somewhere. Take them, sleep well, and you'll feel better tomorrow. You stored the small package in one of your pockets. Okay. I guess we're leaving. Actually, let's see if I can ask him about the boy one more time and see if he throws me out. Yeah, you said that before. Okay. I wanted to ask you about that boy that came back. Listen, I already told you I know nothing about that. Now, if you don't need any medical attention, I must ask you to leave. I have no time to talk to you right now. Come back later. Fine, I'll go tell the journalist dude what he just said. And then I'm gonna call this part 2. I need to eat dinner. Town Square. Okay. Why were you discussing with that man? Huh? I already told you. That man's name is Samuel Santos. He's a local fisherman. His son Jorge disappeared about 5 years ago. Apparently he ran with his mother. Yeah, you told me all this before. You need to ask me about the doctor. About what brought me to this town. Sadly, I can only help you by sharing what I've learned from other situations similar to yours. Okay, you said all this to me before. Here's a different answer. I've been researching cases like this for more than a decade, and I'm still not even close to understanding. Okay, yeah, you said all of this. Alright. Do you have anything new to say? I'll ask her this again. Oh, it's the same shit she said last time. Okay. A few minutes after you stepped in, you heard someone running away in the corridor. By the time you realized what was going on, the steps had gone silent, but there was something else. They slipped a piece of paper through the door. Everyone is lying to you. If you want to learn the truth, come to the doctor's office at night. The handwriting was unfamiliar, and it seemed to have been done in a hurry. But why leave a note like this instead of just talking? Was that person directing you to some sort of trap? Okay, I guess we'll go to bed then. And that's where I'm going to leave it. So thank you all for watching. My name's Serious Grades. Please like, subscribe, comment. Tell your friends to do the same. And I'll see you tomorrow, part 3 of This Could Happen to You. Or It Could Happen to You.